board meeting of March 27th, 2025. All in favor? Aye. I just want to mention, give condolences to Greg Bischoff's family that his wife Diane passed away. Rest in peace. Any audience comments? None.
I move we accept the minutes from the March 13th regular meeting.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carried. Budget modifications. Let me just get these out. Okay, so we have a bunch for the end of the year. You guys have copies of that? Apparently I have to read it. From 5130-22450 truck fund, $159,010 transferred to 990141, transferred to the truck reserve. I make a motion to make that
Let's just do
amendment.
them all and then do one motion.
Huh?
Let's just do them all.
Okay, great, thank you. The water bond,
You missed one on that other one, the miscellaneous equipment.
say it again?
You missed
Oh,
one.
I did.
36,000.
I did. So from miscellaneous equipment, 5130-22999 to equipment reserves, 990142. The water project from H5730, which is the bond that we got, was $80,000, but we're gonna transfer $78,655.71 to 8310-44501 for sustainable growth, 5850. 8310-44502 for CT mail, $67,300. 8310-44503 for G&G Consulting, 4108, $4,108.62. And I know this is not going to be popular, but the interest that the citizens lost because we gave it to the water district.
We loaned.
It was a loan, so the interest, 8310-44506 was $1,397.09. So with that said, I believe we're whole, no loss at all. The last thing is the attorney fee from our attorney and the ORIC, which is $1,300. I'm not sure why it's not on here. The water district, from the contingent, 8310-44550, $1,814 to 8310-17310. Deputy treatment officer, $714. Lab fees, they went over $815, 8310-44048. And $273 for the electric, 8310-44101. And the state retirement, $12, 9010.8, for a total of $1,814.
All right, stand by. We have to read the line items. Can we just say the account? Like in state retirement, electric, treatment officer, do we have to run the numbers every time?
I wouldn't think so.
No, don't say the numbers anymore.
Okay,
We'll be here all night.
so,
We have another one though.
I know, we have the sewer, and then do we have to do this one too, right?
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah, so let's just say from and then name,
Okay.
where it's going to the amount.
so from miscellaneous contractual in the sewer district, $1,153 to the treatment officer, $1,088, the electric, $59, state retirement, $6, for a total of $1,153. Last is the final budget amendment. So I just gotta read this. I went over with Brian, but I don't understand.
So it's just in the justice line, you would do from the justice clerk, $441 into the justice court officer, 400, justice dues and subs, $20, and justice miscellaneous contractual, 21.
Okay, you're doing good.
All right, and then under the assessor's line, professional licenses, $183 will move into assessor mileage for 12, the assessor training and conference for $161, and miscellaneous contractual under assessor for 10. In the clerk's budget, $215 from the clerk conferences to miscellaneous contractual under the clerk for $215. Under buildings, we're taking $515 out of building office supplies. We're taking $79 out of building medical supplies, $726 out of building computer fees, $521 out of copier lease, and $2,153 out of fuel oil. And we're gonna put it into $438 into the maintenance per person payroll line. $828 into maintenance supplies, $2,200 into building electric, $186 into food and concessions, and $342 into miscellaneous contractual. Under the building inspector line, we're gonna take $970 or $907, 907 from the building inspector clerk line. And we're gonna move that into $237 into building inspector mileage, $460 into building inspector training and conferences, and $210 into building inspector miscellaneous contractual. Under the electric, the
Preston.
streetlights, Preston Hollow streetlights are taking $215 for miscellaneous contractual and putting it into the Preston Hollow lighting district. In the senior car, they're taking $866 from senior transportation reimbursement, and they're putting that into vehicle maintenance, and that's $866. In specialty equipment, they're taking $160 and moving it to miscellaneous contractual at $160. And for benefits, they're taking $281 from Social Security and moving it to state retirement for $281. And then at the end, we're taking $6,034 from our contingency line and moving $5,264 into our elections line, $500 into records management, and 270 into what printing?
Central printing.
So that's a moving, for anybody that wants to know, $13,296 from one to the other.
And
And you have the sheet that we have to sign,
yes,
or do you want me to start here and go that way?
yeah, just sign it.
I make a motion that we adopt all those budget amendments.
All in favor? Aye. So we did have a good year. Every, not budget line, but every department, we were under budget. That's why we were able to move this money. And that's why I don't like doing it during the year, because we don't know where we stand. At the end of the year, at least we know what we went over, what we went under, so.
No, and I hope, for the people that are listening now, that they understand that being able to adjourn our public hearing on the mattresses is because of the good job. And I know that it's a town board job, but it's a good job to do it going through the budget and making sure our budgets are flush and always making sure that we're working some angle to save the town money. Because there are towns that are surrounding us that have to do the $25 thing because they can't afford even to send the current stuff for $25. And I think that, I see things and people talk about we're flush with cash or our budget reserve is high. Well, our budget reserve is high. I think that we're headed into, some uncertain financial times, and I'm glad that our budget's where it is because I think that'll help us weather one or two, bad financial storms with the country going through. And then, and I always see this when somebody gripes about pay raises for our employees. Like, our employees are dedicated, they bust their ass, and they're, as long as I'm here, they're always gonna get, some sort of cost of living raise. I don't care what other people do and other businesses do in their private business. Our folks here can always use a little bit more money. So it's important that we appreciate the work that they do, and every one of them works super hard, so. let's make sure that we keep-
And I agree with you, Brian. I think as a board, we've been doing great.
Yeah.
I think we're lucky that we get along and we get things accomplished, and there's no underlying
Right.
agenda. All right,
We need a motion for transfers.
No, I did that. I made a motion in seconds. No, somebody-
just need a motion to pay all signed vouchers and bills.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opening of bids. I invite the clerk to come here and sit next to me and let's,
From a bite, I'm ordering her.
You need an opener?
Thank you.
All right.
Ready?
yeah. Okay, so this is the Rensselaer mowing for 2025. Non-conclusive bidding certificate is enclosed. We only have one bid. But we're gonna put this on a spreadsheet, right? We're not gonna read it, or are we gonna? Read it?
No, we're gonna put it on the spreadsheet.
Okay. So let's hear if anyone would like.
Can I have that back?
Oh, give it back this.
There's only one. for
I
the-
still
Do you want,
think,
do you want to say who they're from, or
oh, okay.
since we're still live? I don't think we're doing anything shady.
It's from MGS Lawn Care and Landscaping. And I still think that we should be doing these bids before budget season. I
Well, that's
vote,
fine, but nobody's gonna bid. So we went through this already. I agree with what you're saying, and it would be awesome if we could do it. But even the folks that were here that were doing it, they're like, we're gonna either jack our prices up to cover. They can't tell what oil's gonna be,
Yeah, there's no way any highway issue items would be bid in October.
Right, it's just, I agree, it would be nice, but and nobody's gonna lock into that price 6 months before we start giving,
all right. This is for,
I'll give you an example, right? And you can then, I don't mean to interrupt, but that's why the oil companies have gone to price over rack. Years ago, maybe not even years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, it was a set price. And they were taking a shellacking then. Like, so if you bid this price and oil was now, you see what it can do in an election year. All of a sudden, they're selling you oil at 30% less than what they're buying it from at the port. So that's why they went to percentage over rack, because things change so fast. I'm surprised they only do
all right,
a 6 month. Anyways,
I don't disagree.
I mean, I agree with you, but it's just, they're not gonna do it.
So this is for hauling from transfer station hauler bid. It's from Collin and Sons, and they're keeping the price firm from last year. You want me to open them?
Hang on,
All
I'm
right.
not going fast enough.
Shake it up, Brian's in a rush.
I'm not in a rush. We're out here by 8 o'clock, cigar free.
Marabito,
That's the only one also.
bid for on-road diesel fuel, number 2 fuel, and there's only one bid.
What about service contracts? Is that in there too?
That's what I hear you want.
Non-collusive bidding certificate is included.
That's fine, that's all I need to know. I'm just curious about the ED contracts. I mean, they'll probably give them to us because we're buying.
While I'm reading, you could open it.
We're not giving them, so.
There's 2 for the portalets.
This is the portalets. There's 2, one from Big Top Portable Toilets, non-collusive. Bidding certificate is attached. And the other one is from Rentals to Go, which we have been winning, they have been winning the prior bids. Non-collusive bidding certificate attached.
And moving on to highway.
Moving into highway, this is from Carver. Again, we're gonna put this in a spreadsheet. And non-collusive bidding certificate is attached. Culver Skill Stone Products. Non-collusive bidding certificate is attached. And that'll go, there was only 2?
No, this is all highway.
Okay.
That's the next one.
This is from William Larned and Sons, bid for stone. Non-collusive bidding certificate is attached. Now Jason puts this in a spreadsheet.
Jason or Carolyn. Or like Carolyn.
Okay. Gorman Construction. Asphalt emulsion calcium bid. Non-collusive bidding certificate attached. Callanan. Non-collusive bidding certificate attached. Shamong Supply Corp. Non-collusive bidding certificate attached. Are you giving me the same ones back? What? Peckham
Now you
Road,
can't keep up with me.
Peckham Road Corp. Asphalt emulsion calcium, non-collusive bidding certificate attached. Peckham Road, non-collusive bidding certificate attached.
sheets have like
Peckham
30 or 40 items. on it.
for highway material. Non-conclusive bidding certificate attached. And last is Vestal Asphalt. Asphalt emulsion calcium. Non-conclusive building certificate attached. Okay,
Better.
If you go to OGS, yeah.
okay, so
We're the only town that gives that.
on the old business, the 2024 books have closed.
Do we need a motion to close the books?
No, because we already agreed that when we were gonna close it, February 28th. You know, Brian. Was gonna talk about this tonight, but he's not here. So, just so you know, the 2024 books are closed. And under new business, authorization to allow Superintendent Roth to attend Cornell Local Roads Program in June. I make a motion to allow Superintendent Roth to attend.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carried. Audience comments, please? None?
Yeah, we have to
Oh.
go into executive session.
Huh?
We have to go into executive session.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you, that we were doing that. I just want to make sure.
I make a motion to go into executive session to discuss employment,
Employee discipline.
employee discipline. I need a second.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.